human-induced, but also
Tashkent hosted a workshop titled Climate Risk Assessment in Central Asia. The workshop aimed to review and align the results of climate risk assessments and propose adaptation measures with local and regional stakeholder priorities. The participants examined climate risks and vulnerabilities and provided feedback on the climate risk assessment findings, particularly regarding identified risks, vulnerabilities, and adaptive capacities in selected transboundary river basins. They also discussed and prioritized adaptation measures that are technically and economically viable, socially acceptable, and environmentally sustainable. The workshop emphasized fostering local ownership and participation among authorities and communities involved in water and environmental management. Additionally, it promoted collaborative transboundary climate risk management by facilitating dialogue between countries to support priority adaptation strategies, ultimately contributing to regional stability.
Very much for the question. My name is Martin Jäger. I come from Germany. I work for GIZ here in Central Asia for the climate risk management project in Central Asia. Yeah, so clearly I have the idea that everybody's interested in this new approach that we bring to the local level, and that is as well a transboundary approach, because we feel that there is, of course, definitely a big question about sharing the water. And within these basins, then the idea is to have local organizations. So finally, it's not us who establish these organizations, but they are locally founded organizations. And the water users are definitely very interested, yeah, because climate change is affecting them mostly. When there's a drought coming, there will be shortage of water resources, then the sharing of water resources becomes more important. And so we let everybody participate. We need to have everything discussed with our partners on the national level, the ministries of ecology, for example, or agriculture is differing as per country. And from there come a lot of directions, of course. That's what I can say.
You're talking about national stakeholders as officials. How about the society and NGOs? Are they also in the project or not?
From our approach and setup, they are.
Okay.
What I note that there is a limited participation. So we could wish to have more civil society and NGOs on board.
Okay.
And that's what we definitely even look forward to now in this year, coming year, 2025, and as well for the new project component. So we shall work much more with NGOs.
Okay. And your ultimate goals?
Ultimate goal is to have climate risk management being incorporated into the local development planning, so that they take into account the changes, the coming changes, and prepare so local communities, and if it is infrastructure or organizational changes, towards these changes which come with climate change.
You touched upon the transparency and the local organizations. Will you follow the standards and check the transparency and the usage of the fund in future?
Yes, that's definitely our goal. We have a close monitoring of the activities on the ground. They have to be in line with our indicators. And the indicators, just to give one example, they focus on local basin organizations, and even they must take into account the needs of vulnerable groups.
Such as?
Such as, for example, women. Let's talk of youth. You don't have a lot of say in decision-making process. And so it's important for them to participate in the planning and the development and implementation of the measures.